I tried. Maybe on the way.
Quick review. Identify tissue, cardiac muscle, identify structures, intercalated discs. This is an elastic artery, tunica intima, media, adventitia. This contains primarily smooth muscle and elastic fibers, and I see here vasovasorum. There's a close-up of vasovasorum, and I can see nicely the smooth muscle and elastic tissue of the elastic artery. This, yes, the black is elastic tissue. Very good. Here is a muscular artery. This is a large vein, and let's identify the tunics. Tunica intima. However, if I said identify structure, internal elastic lamina, the pink layer right here is smooth muscle and elastic tissue, although more smooth muscle is tunica media, tunica adventitia. This one is tunica intima, tunica media, tunica adventitia for the large vein. This is still a muscular artery right here, tunica intima, tunica media, tunica adventitia for the muscular artery. This is an arteriole. T-I, T-M, no T-A. This is a muscular artery. This was an arteriole. 2 layers. If it's a muscular artery, how many layers? 3. T-I, T-M, T-A. It's pretty big. It's a good sized muscular artery. That's a capillary. Okay. 1 layer. So which layer would it be? T-I. That's a venule. Okay. It's the central venule of a liver. And what I had said there was boon, monocyte, platelet. These are all eosinophils. This is eosinophil. Both of these are the same cell. Neutrophil. If I said identify this blood condition, it's the iron deficient anemia. If I said identify that cell, microcyte. It's a little out of focus, but this is sickle cell anemia. These 2 cells are lymphocyte, eosinophil. Now getting to the respiratory stuff, which I haven't covered yet, but we talked about it within the lecture. If I said, identify this whole thing, trachea, okay? Mucosa, submucosa, adventitia. Here's a close-up, and this is mucosa. Identify tissue, that would be ciliated pseudostratified columnar ET with goblet cells. That's lamina propria. This is the submucosa, and these are all seromucous glands. Here's the adventitia, but what kind of tissue is that ring? Hyaline cartilage. There's a chondrocyte, okay, just known as hyaline cartilage. There's a lot of collagen fibers there, but the collagen fibers are packed so tight you can't make out the individual fibers. It kind of has that frosted pink appearance. All right, getting deep into the lung tissue. I talked about this today. If I put the pointer in there, that's in the airway of bronchiole. If I get out to here, alveolar duct, okay? What do you think this is? Alveolar sac. What do I point just to that? Alveolus, yeah. That's a blood vessel, but this looks like bronchiole right there. That's a good one. Right, so anytime you see it has a thickened wall like that, or that, or that, or that, or that, it's all bronchiole. If it looks like a hallway, alveolar duct. Here's a close-up picture of the wall of a bronchiole. Just call it a simple cuboidal epithelia. There may be cilia there. I don't see too much there. Maybe sparse cilia. Yet some more pictures. This is identify. Bronchiole. It's a close-up picture. If it looks like a hallway like that, put alveolar duct. That's a good-looking alveolar sac there. That's artifact. What's that? Alveolus. Just one little tiny alveolar space. Very good. Okay, this is emphysema lung. Emphysema lung. Looks pretty messed up. Huh? There's no alveoli. There's a lot of fibrotic scar tissue. I mean, can you imagine ventilating this? It's like, it doesn't look like anything. There's no organization. Terrible. It's just pathologic tissue. What they say is, how they describe it is, emphysema lung has fewer, larger alveoli. And if you just were to read that, you would think, oh, you got larger ones? That sounds good. Does that look good? Doesn't look good to me. Maybe you don't have very much experience looking at these things, but large alveoli, it barely has any integrity. You don't want that. So this is a lower mag of emphysema lung. This is a higher mag of emphysema lung, fewer, larger alveoli. What it does is, for example, like the cigarette smoke, it destroys the elastic fibers of the alveolar structures. So it's really easy to inflate the lung, but it's really hard to empty the lung. So a lot of air gets trapped in the lung in emphysema. It's a problem for them. This is a new retreat. Okay, anyways, that concludes the histology, and I'll work on making a quiz for that on proctorial. Like I said, it'll be due, whatever I said on the announcement, maybe Tuesday of next week. Yeah, so be looking for that.